Great. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'm audible. Yeah. So today's session is going to be more about how you work out from home, how you will be taking, using whatever you have, the equipments that you have at home, and still work on your strength. Because strength is one of the most important aspects of fitness. So we will be doing strength training today and using bottles, using towels, using bottles, there would be different variations also. You can be more creative with whatever you use. Superb. So we have people stepping in right now. Great. Welcome to all those who are joining in. Welcome, Geet. Thank you for joining. Geet, please go and share. Just press the share button so we have more people knowing that I am on Facebook Live right now, and we'll be starting the session very soon. We are 4 minutes into the session. Great. So we had been talking about working out, and in the last few sessions I spoke about the 5 components of fitness and 3 ways in which you can maintain and retain your fitness levels. So 5 components of fitness are your body composition, your great, thanks Ranjana for sharing. So 5 components of fitness are your body composition, your cardiovascular fitness, your muscular strength, your endurance and flexibility. And I have also added one more component, which is emotional well-being. Apart from that, we also spoke about the 3 secrets to fitness. And the 3 secrets to fitness are nutrition, exercise, and rest and recovery. So when these 3 things are in place, that's when you are able to achieve optimum level of fitness. So we're going to go one step further today, and we will be talking about, today's session is more of a practical session. So once we start the session, we are going to be all action. So are you all ready? Are you all ready for the action? Just give me a thumbs up or just say yes. Who all are ready for action? Those who are ready for action, just give me a thumbs up or say a yes. Why yes? Superb. You got a thumbs up. Yeah, we are ready for action. Awesome. Wonderful. So let's begin. So this is a part of the series of sessions where I'm showing you certain exercises and I'm showing you certain tricks and techniques on how you can stay fit at home, how you can work out from home, how you can maintain your fitness levels and retain your fitness levels while you're at home. And this is something which can be carried on and continued whether we have a lockdown or there is no lockdown. You can still do these exercises at home, so it makes you more independent. Independence is the key. You know your body well and you know how to work out, understanding your body. And that's exactly what we are doing. Today's session is about that. I am Vishwajit Matkar. I'm a wellness educator and I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist and a life coach. Basically, my intention is to make people emotionally as well as physically fit. Yes, 2 major aspects, emotional as well as physical fitness. Because just being physically fit does not work. You need to be emotionally fit as well. And that is why the approach which I implement and I share with people is body and food approach. So how your emotions, how your mind is a very integral part of how your body responds to exercises and how your body responds or reacts to certain foods, and you make choices in foods. And mind becomes a very integral part or becomes a foundation of how you are living your life. We will be talking more about the mind in another session. So there is one more session coming up on Saturday. It will be a Saturday evening session. It will be a webinar format where we will be talking about the mind-body connection and how the mind impacts our body, how our emotions impact our body, and how diseases are formed, or how we put on fat and how our body retains that fat in spite of we doing everything, in spite of you exercising, in spite of you following a nutrition plan. Why is it that you put on weight, you lose it, and then you put it on again? And how the mind is connected to that. How we handle crisis. Like right now, we are in the middle of a crisis. So how can we effectively handle the crisis? And in a crisis situation, the first and the foremost thing that one needs to do is take care of himself, herself first. I hope you all are aware that whenever you're flying and when the air hostess is just before the takeoff, the air hostess gives instructions. You know, there are some safety instructions. There is a drill which is done. And during that drill, the air hostess gives a very, very critical information. And that is before, so when the oxygen masks come down and before you give the oxygen to someone else, to the person sitting next to you, you got to take it first. So you are in a position to save the other person. So you got to take care of your safety first. You got to take care of your health first, so that you're able to take care of your family, so that you're able to take care of the surroundings, and so that you're able to take care of your business, your work, your profession. So mind and self-management is very, very important. Personal development is very, very important. So in our Saturday's Zoom session, we'll be talking about personal development also and how the mind can impact that. So let's get ready. Are you all ready for the action right now? Great. I'm sure you all are, because I can see you all here. And without wasting any more time, without spending any more time on any talks, we're going to get into action. So take your positions. And as I had told you, we need 2 bottles. I'm using 2 nice colorful bottles so that you all can see those bottles moving. It's more visible for you all. We need 2 1-liter bottles. And we also need a long towel. So these are the 2 props for our exercise today. And as I had mentioned earlier, that before we start exercising, the first thing that we need to do is warming up. An exercise routine, 40-minute or a 45-minute routine always starts in phases. It happens in phases. So when you are exercising, you need to work out in parts in those phases. And the phase starts with your warming up, your pre-exercise stretch, your main workout, and your post-exercise stretch, and finally your cooling down. And we're going to do all 5 today, beginning with the warming up. So today's warming up will not be more of cardio-based warming up, but it will be more based on movement. You're just moving your joints, you're moving your body, and yet still you will notice that your heart rate will go up. So let's start with the joint rotation, starting from top to bottom, starting with your neck. So first, just move your neck up and down. Very good. Super. Up and down. And when you go up, you don't go too high. Go down completely. Very good. About 5 times. Now change left and right. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Super. And now Just go for shoulder rotation. So keep your hands on your shoulders, fingertips on your shoulders, and rotate. Front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come closer so you are able to see me right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super. Chest. So keep your hands, palms facing each other, and go wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Hands behind your head and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And now you can keep your hands on your thighs, keep the back straight, and you just go down and up all the way, warming up the lower back. 1, 2, 3, good, 4, 5. Let's do 10 of these. 6, 7, keep looking forward, straight in the front. 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now we start with the hip joint, or the adductors rather. So you take a support, lift your leg up and go wide. So you're forming a circle. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can take a support or you can just do it by balancing yourself. It's a good balancing workout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, so we went out, now we're coming in. So you take your knee up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we move down lower towards the knee joint. So you either take a support or just balance yourself. Lift your knee up. Knee should be in line with your waist. And just go up and down. Extensions. Okay, continue. 10 repetitions each leg. So 10 repetitions. Great. Hi Suresh. Hi PK. Wonderful. Great to see you all here. And thank you Dr. Suresh for joining in. Do share it on our groups. Let people join in. We have just started. We're going to have some fun today. 10 times. And now change the side. 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. So we have worked the knee joint. The joint after the knee comes your ankle. So we're going to work the ankle joint now. So I want you to rotate your ankle clockwise and anti-clockwise. So you rotate your ankle clockwise and anti-clock. I've raised it too high so that you all can see. You can just keep it down like this. Just so that you all can see me clearly. I've raised it so high. Otherwise it can just lift your leg off the floor. That's it. So 5 clockwise, 5 anti-clock, and then 5 up and down. Up and down. Good. Change the side. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Up and down. Awesome. So, you see, we have worked all the joints right from the top to the toe. Head to the toe. Starting from the neck, shoulder, hip joint, knees, ankle. Now, let's do a very light warm-up. Again, the warm-up will be based on movements. So it's a dynamic warm-up. Just like you have a dynamic stretch. Dynamic stretch is where you move. So even in the warming up right now, you're going to just move your body. So I want you to just swing your arms. And while you swing your arms, you can raise your heel off the floor. Okay, so just keep your body loose. Relaxed. Relaxed. No tightness. If at all you feel any tightness in any part of your body, just notice that and keep moving, loosen up. You'll notice that the tightness will go. if you're going to go with the flow, just loosen up. There is no force in any of the exercises. Whenever you do any workouts, we are not applying any force. Remember that. Workouts should be in your zone. Be in your zone where it's more fluid. Now swing your arms. So you swing your arms like this. So the body will be looking like this. You open your chest up. Swing. 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 Swing up and down. And down. Yeah. Good. Now, get your hands up 10 times. Go up, touch your toes. 1. You can slightly bend your knee when you do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slightly bend your knee. 7. Right now you can bend it. 8, 9, 10. Excellent. And now, take a support. You can take a support of a chair or a wall, whatever works for you, and you're going to swing your legs. So I'm going to take a support of a wall so you can see me clearly, and I swing my leg up and down. Up and down. If you all can see me clearly, see that I'm just swinging my leg. It's like a loosening up movement, completely loosening up. Loosening up the hip joint. Now if you notice, while you're doing these exercises, you start your body getting warmed up. The heart rate is going up slowly. You can feel the heart rate going up. Swing your leg, loosen up. Very good. This will also stretch the hamstring, by the way. When you raise your leg up in the front, this is a good stretch for the hamstring. And this is also opening up the hip joint. Very nice. About 10 to 15. Yes? Now, we do an exercise called as windmill. So you go wide. Just spread your legs. As wide as you can, okay? Everyone will have their limitations, so stay in your limitation right now. Don't force yourself. Go as wide as you can. If you can go this wide, it's good enough. Even if you can go this wide, it's good enough. As long as you are doing it, you are able to do it. Again, people with a vertigo or a blood pressure, high blood pressure problem, do not do this. So anything when you need to bend down, avoid those exercises. Okay? Rest of you all can continue with me. So hands go close to the ankles. You're almost holding your ankle. Look up, and now you see the twist. It's a windmill twist. So you're touching your toe 10 times. Good. Breathe out 10 times. Those who have a high blood pressure or vertigo can do the same exercise like this. Slowly. Okay? That's an option. It's a variation. How are you feeling right now? Can you see the body has gotten warmed up? Yeah? The body is feeling warmed up right now. You are feeling warmed up. The heart rate has gone up. Your breathing has gone a little higher. Now these are the indications that your body and your cardiovascular level has gone up right now. So basically your heart rate has gone up. So there is something called as a talk test. Okay, talk test. Now this is a test in which you can determine where are you in your scale of intensity. When you're exercising, when you're walking, when you're jogging, when you're doing any kind of exercise. If you can talk comfortably like I'm talking right now, so on a scale of 1 to 10, I can still keep myself at 1 or 2 because I'm very comfortable in talking. But if I do something rigorous right now and my talking becomes a little, I find it a little difficult to talk. So from that scale of 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest intensity, I might be at 5 when I'm talking a little, when the talk is a little challenging. So that way you can determine which level you are at. So when you're walking or when you're doing any cardiovascular exercise, on a scale of 1 to 10, always try to be at 6 or 7. That will help you to maintain that calorie burn also. Because it's important that you're walking or you're doing any cardiovascular exercise at a particular intensity only. Okay? So that's about it. Now, let's get the towel. So many people, okay, many of you all might be experiencing some kind of tightness in the shoulder, some kind of stiffness in the shoulder. Many people have got difficulty in raising their shoulder beyond a certain limit, or twisting or taking the hand behind. Now this particular exercise is very effective for improving the mobility of the shoulder. Okay? So you'll be able to move your shoulder more freely. But initially, if you have any kind of stiffness, or you don't know that you have a stiffness, if you do this right now, you'll come to know how stiff your shoulder is, if at all it is stiff. If you do this regularly, your shoulder mobility increases. You are able to move your shoulder more freely. So all you have to do is, so you can either, I'm using a towel right now for this particular exercise, you can even use a stick. But the towel is easier right now for people who can, or who find it very stiff. So you just keep the towel like this in front of you, and throughout the movement the towel needs to remain straight like this. It doesn't go close, it doesn't bend. It remains straight. So you take your hand here, down in front of your body, go up all the way, and go down. Go up and go down. Up and down. Now watch this. You go up and you go all the way back. Go all the way in the front. You go all the way back. You go all the way in the front. So you see my elbows are straight throughout the movement. I go all the way back and I take it in the front. So let's do this 10 times. 1. Look at my elbows. I'm not bending my elbows at all. 2. 3. As I said, you can use a stick as well. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9 and 10. Can you see, can you feel that burn in the shoulder right now? You can actually feel the entire shoulder joint opening up. And some of you might have found this very difficult to go all the way back. It's absolutely fine. Because most of us don't know that there is a stiffness in the shoulder joint. Because these movements are very rare. We rarely take a hand behind. But when you do this, you'll come to know what is the limitation of your shoulder joint and you can work on it. So you can do this exercise to open up the shoulder joint, to make it more mobile, increase the mobility, increase the flexibility of the shoulder joint. Another exercise is, you're going to use the towel again. So use the towel, keep your elbows straight, and now I'm holding it vertical. Okay? So you see this, I'm going to go behind right now, so you are able to see the whole of me. So you first hold it vertical in front of you. Okay? This way, you change it. So you first hold it up, then you change it, then go all the way back. Change it. Go in the front. Change it. Go all the way back. change, in the front, change, go back, change, take front, change, go back, change, take front, change. Now you see this? I'm going to do this faster. It moves around my head. And the same way, I change it on the other side, on the other side. As I said, you can use a stick or a bar. Do this about 10 times and you will see the kind of mobility your shoulder will have. As you do it regularly, as you keep doing this regularly, excuse me, as you keep doing this regularly, you will notice the mobility of your shoulder increase, the mobility of your shoulder joint increases. It becomes more flexible. Even right now, if you have done it with me right now, you will notice that your shoulder has become more free. You see the movement? That tightness, that stiffness goes away. So before you start any exercise, do these particular movements, these mobility. These are called mobility drills. You can do these mobility drills before you start any exercise program. Or even after warming up, as soon as you wake up, you warm up a little bit and just do these mobility exercises. Another one for the shoulder is, you can always keep your hands like this at a right angle. You see that? Hands are at a right angle. And now I'm taking it out, close and wide. So let's do this together. Keep your hands at a right angle right now. You maintain this angle, you don't change the angle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got that? So it's like you're opening the gate, but you're keeping your shoulders close to your body, your elbows close to your body. Elbows are always touching your body. And now you go at this angle, right angle, elbow in line with your shoulder. You go down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's basically to improve the flexibility and the mobility of your shoulders. Now your shoulders will be very free when you keep doing these exercises daily. So make sure you do it daily. Now let's move to the other part of the workout, the strength training aspect. So I had told you to arrange for 2 1-liter bottles. So you can take a 1-liter bottle, you can take a 2-liter bottle, or if you have dumbbells at home, you can use dumbbells also. I had asked you to take bottles right now because everybody, I'm sure, will be having bottles at home, and it is like you make your own weight. So with those bottles, you can make your own weight. Those who have dumbbells can use the dumbbells. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to use the bottles with you all. So these are nice, colorful bottles. So before we start, I want you all to quickly take a 1.5 minute break, sip some water, take a break, gather your breath, and get back. Okay? Just sip some water. Wonderful. We have some new joinees today. Hi Nikhil. Hello. Shruti. Hi Bhushan. Great to see you all. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So, no worries, the break is too long. So you have these, you see, I'm using these 2 bottles. Rajiv Mehta. Hi Rajiv, welcome. Great to see you. Thanks Ranjana. Yes. So now, you see we have these two bottles. So what all can you do with these bottles? So these bottles are not bottles. I'm going to call them weights now. Henceforth in today's session, I'm going to call them weights. Okay? These are weights. So what are you going to do with these weights? You can do everything. You can do everything that you do in a gym. So I will be first taking you through a lower body exercise with these bottles. Yes. So first we are going to work the frontal portion, the quadriceps, along with the glutes with these bottles. So when you have the weights, when you're using weights, you can actually keep the weights on your shoulder or you can hold it over your head. Yeah. So you can actually hold it over your head or over your shoulder. So I'm going to basically keep it here on my shoulders. So I have the weight on my shoulders right now. As I said, you can use the bottles, you can use weights, the dumbbells, or you can use anything else. You can even use a long backpack and put some weights inside that. You can put, maybe potatoes and onions inside that bag. So that bag becomes a bag of weights. And you can hold it on your shoulders like this. So I have weights on my shoulders here and I'm going to do the squat. So I just do 10 squats, okay? So slowly go down, breathe in, keep your back straight, look in the front. 1, 2, 3, excellent. 4, you see the movement, very fluid. 5, feel it in your hips, in your quadriceps, that's the front part of the thighs. 3 more to go. 1, 2, and 3. Easy. Get the weights down. So you see that? So you work the quadriceps, that's the front portion of your thighs. You also work the glutes. Now let us work the hind portion, the hamstrings and the glutes. So this exercise which I am going to show you right now is called a deadlift. Okay, it is working the hamstrings. So you don't bend your knees. First just watch this exercise. Don't do this, just watch me how I do it. So you keep the weights in front of you, keeping your knees straight. Look in the front, keep pushing your hips back and slowly go down. Now you see the weight is moving very close to my legs. It's touching my legs all the time. And you see my back is straight. Now I feel a slight pull behind my knees. The moment I feel that, I will squeeze my glutes or the hip muscles and go up. Go down, squeeze my hip muscles. Breathe out and go up. Breathe in. Watch my back. I'm not rounding my back at all. I'm not bending my knees at all. Knees are straight. So this is going to work the hamstrings behind my thighs. So when you do this, you should be feeling it right behind your thighs. Okay? So let's do it together. Are we ready? So you have the bottles in your hands. Yeah, I'm going to come closer so you're able to see me properly. This is my starting position. Bottles will always be close to my legs. And I go down, keeping my knees straight, pushing my hip back. This is my limit. Now from here I pull up. 1. And squeeze my hips. 2. 3. Good. 4. 5. Breathe out. 6. 7. I feel a nice good pull behind my thigh. That is the hamstring. 9 and 10. So that's how we work the hamstrings. So now if you see, we have worked both the part of the leg muscles, the frontal portion, the quadriceps, as well as the hind portion, which is the glutes and the hamstrings. And to a certain extent, your calf muscles are also working. Now, we will move to the back. So for the back, there's an exercise called as rowing. And for that, you will bend. So first just watch. I'm going to show you how to do it. You bend your knees slightly. Keep your back parallel to the floor. Like this. Almost parallel. And neck is neutral. I don't keep my head up. I don't keep my head down. It's neutral. Hands are hanging down. And I just pull the weight perpendicular. So 1. Let's do it together now. So first take your position like this. Bend your knees slightly. Push your body forward so your back is almost parallel to the floor. Your back is almost parallel to the floor. And the weights are coming up towards your waist. 1, 2, 3. Good. Breathe out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you feel it? So where you will be feeling it is this muscle. So this muscle, you can see this muscle. Yeah, I'm just showing off a little bit. So this muscle is called the latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi. So this muscle is basically the back muscle. And back muscle can be worked with rowing movements. So whenever you are rowing, you actually work your back muscles. So that's one exercise for the back. Now I'm going to show you one more exercise for the back using that towel. Yeah? So you take the towel. Okay, I know why my wife's going to be very upset because I'm going to dirty this towel right now by keeping my foot on it. But it's okay. All good. So you keep your foot on the towel, one foot on the towel, other foot on the towel, and just pull as if you're pulling the towel up towards your waist. And you apply a lot of pressure when you pull that. You see that? You're going to apply a lot of pressure. So if you are not able to see this right now, just watch. Yeah, this is good. So I keep it here, and I'm going to start pulling the towel with all my strength. I just keep pulling it and count for about 10 to 15 seconds. So I pull all the pressure, feel it in the back, feel it in my arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Would you feel it? So that's how it works the back muscles. So it basically completely works up your back muscle when you're pulling. This is called an isometric stretch. Isometric is where you're pulling and you're applying all the force in order to pull. So it's called an isometric stretch. You're isometrically working your back muscles. So those were 2 exercises for the back. So we did 2 for the legs, 2 for the back. I will show you one more exercise for the back, which is also basically for a muscle which is supporting your neck. It is called as the trapezius. That muscle is over here. Now many people who are using a laptop or sitting at work for a very long time, even when you're working from home, when you're sitting at work for a very long time, your position is like this, you will feel a lot of strain around the neck muscles, which is this muscle. So to strengthen that muscle, this exercise is very, very effective. So you again take the bottles, you hold the bottle next to you like this, and this exercise is called shrugs. So you will be raising your shoulder up to your ears and down Raise up and down. Raise up and down. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's called a shrug, a very good exercise to strengthen the muscles around your neck. The muscle is also called trapezius, which starts from here. That trapezius muscle starts from here, it goes here, and it goes back. So it's like a kite-shaped muscle. That's why it's called a trapezius. It's a trapezium. Okay, so don't worry. We are doing only 10 repetitions of each exercise because we are going to repeat the whole sequence all over again. I'm going to take you through the whole sequence all over again. So far we have done the legs, we have done the back. Now let's move to the shoulders. Okay, I'm right now not going to show you the chest because for the chest the most effective exercise is, you know which one, right? You've done it last time, the push-ups. Yes, the push-ups is the most effective and most comprehensive exercise for the chest. So you can do the push-ups. I'm not going to show you the push-ups right now. Most of you all have seen the push-ups. We are going to move to the shoulders. So for the shoulders, you again take the weights, and as I said, we do compound exercises first. Compound exercises are where you are using more than 2 joints, so more number of muscles are involved. So right now we first begin with an exercise called as shoulder press. So in a shoulder press, you actually take the weight up in line where your elbows are in line with your shoulder, and you see the weight, it's not out but it's slightly over your shoulder. The weight is over your shoulder. Make sure the bottles are closed properly, otherwise you're going to take a bath. So from here you just go up and down, up and down. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. Over your head. That's why it's called an overhead press. This exercise is called an overhead press. So you are doing it overhead. You are lifting it overhead. Breathe out. It does take a lot of efforts, and if the weight is good enough, it will really work your shoulders. Everybody can do this. Even senior citizens, you can take a lighter weight and just do this. Make sure you don't move your neck when you do this. While doing this exercise, do not move your neck at all. Just go up and down. Okay? And see, the movements are very fluid. I'm not jerking the movements. I'm going very slowly up. It's like forming an A and down. So one might think that, oh, the weights are so light, I may not feel it too much in my body. Well, that's not the case. Even if the weight is too light right now, when you do it for more number of repetitions, it will start working on your muscle. You will start feeling the burn. Okay? So the burn will be there, the afterburn sensation will be there. So don't worry about the weight. Initially, it's safe to take a lighter weight. So this was the overhead press. From the overhead press, now we go into 2 movements. Now these movements are, one for working your anterior deltoid, the front part of your shoulder, and the other one is to work your lateral deltoid, which is the side. So we are doing both together. It's a combo exercise. We are combining 2 muscles at the same time. Function of the anterior deltoid is this, to lift your hands up, and the lateral deltoid is this, to raise your arms to the side. So let's do it 10 repetitions each. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10. 10. So that? So you work the both. Now, from the shoulders, let's move to the biceps. So for the biceps, yeah, you do something called as biceps curl. So you keep your hands in the front like this, the weights in the front like this, and you just squeeze your arms up. You watch my elbow. I'm not moving my elbow back and forth. Okay, the elbow is not moving back and forth. The elbow is right there next to my body. I'm just squeezing my biceps. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Really works up the biceps. 4. Breathe out. 5. Excellent. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See that slowly going down. The slower you go, the more you will feel it in your biceps, in your arms. Now the next exercise is for the triceps. So if you notice, we are actually working the front as well as the back. So it's called the agonist antagonist. Opposing muscles are being worked. So we create a balance in the body. We don't leave any muscle. If you're working the back, we are working the chest. If you're working the shoulders, the biceps, we are working the triceps. If you work the quadriceps, we are working the hamstrings. Front and back. Okay? Opposing muscles should always be worked in a balanced way, so your body stays balanced. Now, we work the hind portion, that's the triceps. For the triceps, there are two options. Either you can do it with one hand at a time, by keeping your hand like this, going down and up, down and up. So if you see my elbow is always pointing up towards the ceiling. And I go all the way down and up. All the way down and up. And then you do the same thing with the left. So 10 on the right, 10 on the left. 8, 9, and 10. Yes? So that was basically a full body workout. We will be doing, I'll be showing you some exercises for the abdominal muscles also. But as I promised in the beginning, we are going to repeat this whole sequence. And now, we're going to make it a little more tougher by combining the leg workout with these exercises, with the upper body exercises. Yeah, you want to see how? Let's do it. So let's begin with the first exercise, the squats. Yeah. Hi Nemi, good to see you. Hope you're working out. Alright. So let's begin with the legs. Okay, the first exercise, squats. So I had first shown you where you keep the weight on your shoulders. Okay, there's one more variation. So either you can keep the weight on your shoulders. I'm going to show it to you with a different variation where you keep your hand straight up and then you do the squat. Okay? So I'll always stand in an angle so you are able to see me properly and see my movement properly. So you go down in the squat and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the weight down. Super. As I told you, no break. It's going to be a challenging second round. So you keep your hands in the front now, and let's do the deadlift. So keeping your knees straight, go down, all the way down, the weight touching your legs throughout. Back straight, knee straight. 2. Breathe out as you go up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You see that? We work the hamstrings, we work the quadriceps, and we work the glutes as well. Now let's move to the back. So bent over rowing. This is called a bent over rowing. So you bend down with your knees a little soft and just pull the weight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see the weight? 9, 10. And go up. So that was the bent over rowing. Now, listen, remember, I am doing these exercises right now with only 10 repetitions so that we are able to see it properly and we are able to follow it. But when you do it on your own, you can increase the number of repetitions. You can increase the weight also. You can do 15 repetitions, you can do 20 repetitions, and if the weight is very light, you could do 30 also, as long as your form and technique is right. Maintain your form, maintain your technique. Although it's always advisable to be working under supervision. But when you're doing these exercises right now, the ones which I showed you, if you follow it to the T, you can do it on your own because we are maintaining our form and technique. Alright, so now we have worked the back, one exercise for the back. The other one was with the towel. Remember that? Same rowing movement but isometric. You're really going to pull the towel hard. So lock it below your legs. And as I count 1, 2, 3, you start pulling the towel all the way up. Come on, 1, 2, 3, pull hard. 1, 2, all the strength. 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel it in your back, feel it in your arms. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Lot of strength goes in pulling it and holding that pull. Yeah? It's called an isometric hold. Another one for the back. So take the weight again and we are doing shrugs. So hold it down and go up. 1. Pull your shoulders to your ears. 3, 4, 5. The shoulder blades are coming close to your ears. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See that? You start feeling it right behind your neck and this muscle. So that's a shrug. And now we are moving to the shoulders. As I told you, we're going to make it a bit more difficult. So now I want you to stand with your legs wide. Like this. Toes wide. Legs wide, toes pointing out. And very slowly go down. Not too low. Push your hip back. So you're not going to sit like this, but pushing your hip back slightly. Slightly, okay? So that's your position. See that weight? Hold it. So stay in this position. Now you are feeling it in your core. You are feeling it in your glutes, the hip muscles and your quadriceps also. No pressure on the knee, okay? When you do this. And now just go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get the weight down and come up. Did you see that? You're working more number of muscles at the same time. You're working your legs, you're working your abs, and you're working your shoulders also. Now the same movement, while we are holding our pose in a wide squat, sumo squat position, you keep the weights straight in the front. So you do a front raise, go down, do a lateral raise. Front raise, go down, do a lateral raise. 2. Front, go down, lateral, go down, lateral. And those who cannot do this, those who can't hold it in a squat, you can do it in a standing position. It's absolutely fine. You know what I sometimes do? I also challenge myself by doing this. I balance on one leg and I do it. So it also improves the focus and it improves your balance. So I do 5 with one leg, 5 with the other leg. Balance and raise. Balance and raise. See the difference? Now, we are working the biceps. So as I said, we'll combine working biceps with the lower body. So I'm going to go in a lunge position, not all the way down though, but slightly. So I'm feeling it in the quadriceps. My knee is right over my heel. And I just go up and down. And all my weight is on the front leg, okay? Hind leg is only used for support. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I change the side and I do again 10 on the other side. Maintain your position, knee behind your toe. So that's working the biceps. Now we work the triceps, and along with the triceps we are also working the calf muscles. So for that, what you'll do is you will hold both the bottles together. You do this, and when you go up, you raise your toes. 1, 2, I'm raising my toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So raising my toes, really working my calf muscles. 8, 9. I'm sorry, I'm raising my heels, not the toes. My apologies. I'm raising my heels. So when I raise my heels, it's working my calf muscles also. So I'm working my calf muscles and I'm also working my triceps. So this is how you work your entire body using a prop, and the props which we have used today is a towel, and we also use bottles. I told you we'll be also working the abdominal muscles. So for the abdominal muscles, what you do is you again take the weight in both the hands together, feet slightly wider, and twist your torso. Twist your torso. Now you notice when I'm twisting my torso, I'm not turning my hip. The hip doesn't turn, it's just the torso. Breathe out. Twist, 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 and twist. Very good. Excellent. You feel it in the abdominal muscles. Now this is one exercise which you can do every day. Okay? Just to open up and just to make this joint free. So basically, if you see, we have worked the lower body with the compound exercises like squats and deadlifts. We've also worked the back muscles by doing the rowing movement, and while you do the rowing, you not only work your back, but you also work your biceps, because these two are pulling muscles. You worked the pulling muscles, your back and biceps. By doing this, you work the neck muscle with shrugs. So we did shrugs for the neck. Then we moved to the shoulders and the triceps. So we did overhead press for the shoulders and the triceps. Post that, we moved to the lateral raises and the front raises, again for the shoulders. And then finally we ended with with the triceps, and we combine triceps extension with calf raises. So we have worked the calf also. And we end it with torso twist, which is the abdominal exercise. It really helps in working the transverse abdominal muscles, which are these muscles over here, holding your abs together. So the transverse abdominal muscle is one of the muscles in your abdominal area. You have transverse abdominis, you have the rectus abdominis, which is the six-pack, which you generally call the six-pack. You have the transverse abdominis, and then you have the obliques, which is on the sides. So this comprises of your abdominal musculature. And then you have the lower back muscles and the other core muscles which are supporting you. That is the core. So when you do exercises like we did last time, the plank is the most effective exercise to work your core. So plank is a very good core strengthening exercise. You can really work your core by doing the plank. And as I said, whenever you're doing these exercises, make sure that you're not pushing yourself. There is no force. You are going with the flow. The movements will be very fluid. There is no jerk. There are no jerky motions. Very fluid movements. And it will be done in a pain-free range. So if at all there is any kind of a pain, if at all there is any kind of a discomfort when you do an exercise, make sure that you stop right there. Okay? You don't need to push yourself through the pain. So go in a pain-free range. And yes, let's end this whole session with a quick stretch. So let's start with stretching the neck muscles first. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Rajiv, for always supporting me, and thank you for your kind words. And you are an inspiration, okay? So great, thank you. Anyways, all right, so let's do a quick stretch. We are stretching the neck, we're stretching the trapezius. So generally you are going to do this stretch for at least about 15 to 20 seconds, okay? Now I'm stretching the shoulders. Stretch your shoulders. When you press this, it's going to really stretch the shoulders. Press and hold. Awesome. Push and hold. Alright. Now from the shoulders we go to the triceps. So you keep your hand behind your neck. Push and hold. Stretch your triceps. The other side. Stretch. Hold it. Good. Excellent. Very good stretch for the triceps. And now we are stretching the chest muscle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now from the chest, we start stretching the back. So you interlock your fingers, round your back. You feel a good stretch around this area. Okay? So you tuck your stomach in and you round your back. Excellent. And now let's stretch the lower back. So from the upper back, we're coming to the lower back. So you bend your knees slightly and let your hands go behind your ankle. Round your back. Again, not advisable for people with vertigo and high blood pressure. So you stretch your lower back. Now let's stretch the abdominal area. So you interlock your fingers, palms facing up. Go up and stretch all the way up. Very good. Super. Bend and bend. Nice. And now go stretch your glutes. So you pull your knees up to your chest. So if you want to, see these stretches more elaborately, you can go onto my YouTube channel. It's called Vishwajit Matkar. just as my name, Vishwajit Matkar, YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell button for notifications. It has got all the stretches, it has got all the warming up exercises, and it has got many more exercises and tips on wellness and fitness. So please check that and you'll be able to get the entire gist of how these stretches are done and why it's done. Next, let's move to the quadriceps. Stretching the quadriceps, holding your ankle, pulling your knee up. Holding my ankle, pulling my knee up. And the hamstring. So for the hamstring, I just keep my knee straight, back straight, and just pulse. Good stretch for the hamstring. I know we have crossed about an hour, but I don't want to let you all go without showing you all the entire stretching routine, because I don't like to keep it incomplete. Doesn't work, right? Now finally, let's stretch the calf muscle. So you keep your heel down, go down and push forward so your knee remains straight. Hold. Very good. The other side. And as I told you, on this Saturday, I will be sharing with you all the timing. I am holding a 1-hour webinar on Zoom calls. I'm sure most of you all have Zoom app, and if you don't have, please download it. It doesn't take too long to download. It's a free app, and we'll be having a session on the connection between your mind and the body and the emotions. So how you can effectively handle stress in times of crisis, how you can effectively manage your body, and how you can effectively manage your food, and how emotions and your mind is the foundation of this connection. So the webinar is about educating everybody about this concept of mind, body and food. So please keep yourself free. It will be most probably, the timing will be from 5 to 6 in the evening on Saturday. So keep yourself free. We will be sharing the Zoom link very soon and the details of the webinar. Do share it with your friends. And before you wind up from this session, do make sure that you are doing Shavasana and relaxing yourself completely for the next 5 minutes. So take your time, lie down, focus on your breathing, relax yourself completely, and then wind up, then get out of the room from wherever you're doing this exercise. Okay? So you should be feeling refreshed from workout. As I told you, every time, that's what I follow, that's what I believe, that workout should not be tiring, workout should be refreshing. At the end of the workout, you should be feeling refreshed, you should be feeling recharged, you should be feeling energized. Because that's the intention of the workout, to make you feel energized throughout the day. So Shavasana and focusing on your breathing is a very critical key to make you feel relaxed, to make you recover. And recovery is one of the 3 secrets. Remember, nutrition, exercise, and rest and recovery. So recovery is one of the 3 secrets of this. So do stay tuned for more such sessions on fitness, on wellness, on mind, on body, and on nutrition. Take care of yourself, stay at home, and stay recharged. I am online for the next 5 minutes. I am live for the next 5 minutes on Facebook right now. If you have any questions in this session, please go ahead. Feel free to ask me. I am there live for the next 5 minutes on this channel. So, yes, I am ready. Shoot. Any questions? Anybody? And thank you so much for attending these sessions. Do share it with your friends. Do share it with your family and loved ones, and let them get the benefit of these workouts and these tips. Any questions? Hi, Ruchi. Thank you, Rajiv, for for your kind words. Hi Nilanshu. Yes, anybody, any questions, any doubts or any queries about fitness, wellness, anything that you want to say, share, ask, please feel free to ask me. So people have been, asking me or sending me questions. Okay, we have Ranjana. Just share once more the 5 components of fitness and 3 secrets. Awesome. So yes, Ranjana, the 5 components and of fitness are. So why do I call them 5 components of fitness, or rather 6 components of fitness? Is because these components are responsible to keep you fit. These components are responsible to keep your fitness levels in place. And when you are focusing on all these components, that's when you can say that a person is fit, that a person is healthy. So the first component of fitness is body composition. Second component is your cardiovascular fitness. Third component is muscular strength. Fourth component is muscular endurance. And fifth component is flexibility. And we add one more component, which I have added, is emotional well-being. So body composition, cardiovascular fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and flexibility. And finally, emotional well-being. So these are the 6 components of fitness. And 3 secrets to attaining optimum fitness are nutrition, exercise, and rest and recovery. So do stay tuned. Apart from the session or apart from the webinar on mind, I'm also having a webinar on getting more deeper into these 5 components of fitness and the 3 secrets to achieving and maintaining optimum levels of fitness. So that webinar will also be coming soon. You will be getting the details of both the webinars. Great. Which one to do daily basis? Yes, Manish, if you can elaborate more on this question on which one to do on a daily basis, I will be able to tell you. What exactly do you mean by which one to do on a daily basis? Do you mean which component you focus on a daily basis? Okay, could not hear me for the last 5 minutes. I think it's fine from my side. The volume is fine and the Bluetooth is on. So if anyone else can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Can you all hear me clearly? Give me a thumbs up right now. Those who can hear me. Geet, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Nilanshu. Okay, great. Thank you. Yes, so you can hear me. Great. Manish, so back, plank and push up. So ideally, when you're exercising, especially when you're doing strength training or when you're working on your muscles, it's better to do strength training or working on your muscles 3 times a week. And 3 times you do some other exercise like a cardiovascular exercise, or you can combine it with yoga. Yoga is a great combination with strength training. So on one side you work on your muscles, on the other side you are working on your internal system also, because breathing exercises, pranayams, the stretching which is done in yoga is a great combination. It complements well with the strength training. So strength training like working on your back muscles, chest, can be done on one day, on the other day do cardio. It can be done on alternate days. You don't need to do it every day. Don't work on that same muscle every day, because it needs recovery, right? So recovery is possible only when you're giving that muscle a break. Great. Thank you. Thank you for asking this question, Manish, because it's a very valid question, and many people have this query. Yeah, that how do we work out every day? Many people also have this query that should we do our abdominal workouts every day? Should we exercise our abs every day so that I'll get stronger abs or I'll get a six pack? No, you don't work out your abdominal muscles every day. Treat them like any other muscle. Your abdominal muscles are just like any other muscle. Treat them like any other muscle. Work them out maximum twice a week at a good intensity and let them recover for the next couple of days. So they get stronger. You're not going to get a six pack or you're not going to get a flat stomach by doing crunches and by doing abdominal exercises every day. It is just going to hammer your muscles. You will get a flatter stomach or you'll get a leaner abdominal area only if you focus on your nutrition. So nutritional intake is more important to give you a flatter stomach, to give you a leaner look, to make you lose inches around any part of your body, not any specific exercise. All right. So I will be answering these questions in that webinar on the 5 components and 3 secrets to fitness. The webinar will be called 3 secrets to fitness and fat loss. So do stay tuned for that webinar. So we have 2 webinars coming up, one on 3 secrets to fitness and fat loss, and one is the how to manage your mind and emotions during crisis. 2 webinars, one for the mind, one for the body. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving your morning 1 hour and enriching me, my life, and I'm sure this session has made a difference to your life as well. And if it has, please do share the link of this video. Please do share this video with your friends on your channels or on your WhatsApp groups. Let more people get benefit of these sessions. Okay? The more people get benefit, the more people are going to get fitter, the more people are going to get healthier, and we are going to have a healthier and a fitter world around us. That's what we're aiming for. So thank you so much. Thank you, Nilanshu. Thank you. I got your acknowledgement. Thanks a lot. Great. So I am going to finish the session. I'm going to wind up the session. So thanks a lot of gratitude. Take care, stay at home, take care of your families, and lots of love. Bye.